Under the leadership of that hardy woodsman, Daniel Boone, a large party set out for the new land, Kentucky.
Abraham Lincoln was born right here.
The world comes to be pretty like me.
I'm Colonel Harold Sanders, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Have I told you you people are crazy?
This is Old Kentucky Tales, the only podcast that solemnly swears that this is the place where everybody knows your name. I am your host, Brent Taylor. To my left is Jason Donner, who is always glad you came.
Mm-hmm. And that's a quote from something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
The theme song to Cheers.
That's in there too?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm not that familiar with Cheers.
Well, we'll see.
Of course, everybody knows that.
Today's title is Bat Mysticism and the Gladiator's Place. Our main event is an examination of a quirky pro baseball player named Pete Browning, who was one of the game's all-time greats until off-the-field antics caught up with him, as so often they do. Along the way, don't forget to support the fake history sponsors who support Old Kentucky Tales. The products are real, only the sponsorship is fake.
Young people who are in the swing, go for the compact new RCA Victor Swing Line. Portable stereo with the sound that carries. The speakers swing out, the turntable swings gently into place. That's the new RCA Victor Swing Line. Be in the swing of things. Get the new RCA Victor Swing Line.
Is RCA even in business?
Nah, I don't know. That was cool, though. I like that little device. That's like the ultimate little thing back then. It's a fold-out record player. You think I'd like it? I love it.
Well, it's
In the
but it's
context
also
of those
portable,
young
right?
people, right.
I just think it's funny that like these things are so
Portable.
huge and they're portable.
Yeah, it's the best I can do, man.
Yeah.
It was great at the time, I'm sure. But I have not seen one that old folding out that well.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty elaborate.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then I also did kind of wonder, like, is there really a 110 plug-in on that bus?
Oh, I don't see that. Was it? Oh, you mean they plugged it right into the bus?
Yeah, they were
directly?
acting like they just plugged it in, no problem.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, that was
Yeah.
probably an issue back then, but
Oh, maybe.
I guess you're not supposed to question the TV magic of the commercials, that it
Yeah.
just run out and buy the thing and figure out the problems later.
When would that have been? Do you think? Did you even look that up?
It would be. I don't
the
know that.
product
I don't know
itself?
that it said where I saw
looked
that, but
kinda-
it'd be like 60s, 70s, probably late 60s, early 70s. Would be
maybe.
my
Just the
eyeball.
nature of the commercial itself looked
Yeah.
kind of old.
Yeah, and it was color, so maybe it
Like
kind of
the
lean
early-
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind
Well,
of
they
what
did
I
that
think.
like mid 60s is when they really started. doing that.
Well, right, yeah. So right around there somewhere is about what you would expect on that thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought, like,
Yeah.
when you have no other way of listening to something,
Yeah,
like
that's it.
That's it, right?
You got a record player right there, Brent.
Yeah, we could fire that thing up
I got
right
a
now,
old-timey-
couldn't we? And
I'm gonna crank out some more. The shadow on this thing. I kind of want to sing now since you brought up Cheers.
Okay, you
are we
can sing that
allowed
theme
to
song.
sing copyrighted material like right now? I'm not
I
gonna-
mean, I
won't,
think as
but
long
I will.
as you weren't accurate enough that the software picked it up, I
Maybe
think
we'll end on that.
it'd be okay, you know?
Software. Oh,
Yeah, inside
YouTube
YouTube.
software?
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube. It'll automatically flag it. Yeah, it's pretty elaborate.
I don't think that phrase is in the theme song.
We'll have to go and look, right?
Okay.
All right, so it is time for the moment we've all been waiting for. The main event.
Round one.
And what we're going to talk about is Pete Browning. So he's an old-time baseball player, played in Louisville. Louisville used to have a pro team. So the story begins after his career, and we're looking around at businesses in Louisville. And he has opened a bar,
Okay.
just like the plot of Cheers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where the
baseball
connection.
player opened a bar.
Yeah. So Sam Mayday Malone,
Right, Sam Mayday Malone.
and this is Pete the Gladiator Browning.
makes sense. To
Yeah.
spend all day talking about baseball.
Yeah, talk about baseball,
Right.
throw back some beers, and all this.
That's a fictional character, Brent.
Sam Malone is, but
yeah.
Pete Browning is the real deal, and he did the same thing. Yeah,
They had a lot of ball players on that show, actually, that would show up.
Oh, yeah.
Guest spots.
Yeah, Kevin McHale was
Yeah,
a basketball player.
he did right. Yeah. He came on.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's true. So we're thinking, okay.
Do you not want me to give away the big thing about Pete? Or are you saving
You can
that?
talk about the big thing with me. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
I think the audience might not quit watching if they knew that he's the namesake of the Louisville
Slugger Bat.
The Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go ahead and tell that
because
story.
of what he. Well, you tell it. You tell it.
Yeah. So
Cliff. You're like Cliff.
So he
You're
was
the Cliff.
yeah. A little known fact.
You're the Cliff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be the Fraser. I'd rather be the Fraser.
Yeah. It's a little known fact here
Not
that
the
Pete Browning was in a slump one day,
Yeah.
and he had broken a bat.
Oh, he's in a slump.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get in a slump if you're gonna swing a bat. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, anybody who played baseball has been in a slump. Like,
There are other slumps. Maybe we're in a slump.
I mean, could be. I can feel it coming on right now.
Well,
But
150 episodes later.
yeah, but he's in a slump, and so one of the people in the stands is this guy named Bud Hillerick, who at that time is young. So he's kind of like a young, impressionable fan of baseball. And
Was that supposed to know that that's a famous person later?
So the
Bill
Louisville
Hillerick?
Slugger parent company, Hillerick, is in that name.
Okay.
So, I mean, you might have encountered it somewhere. I'm not sure. But definitely in Louisville history, Hillerick, that's a big name.
Okay.
And
That's
so,
not old enough.
yeah, I guess maybe that's it, right? But
It's not tail enough.
yeah,
Old
yeah.
Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's somehow or another they enter into a conversation about this, and it turns out that Bud Hillerick worked with a turning company,
Oh, okay.
which is woodworking.
Right.
And the mainstay of their business is things like bedposts
Yeah.
and
Little
butter churns.
spindles.
Yeah, so butter churns and bedposts. That's their deal. And he says, well, I could probably make you a bat
Right.
down here at the factory.
Sure.
So they do this, and apparently, now here's the thing about baseball superstitions. Either the bat was
There's too many of them.
magnificent,
Yeah.
well, right, or he
Oh,
broke
right.
the slump, breaking the spell.
Oh, the bat.
This is like a magic bat, kind of a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Somewhere in there is where this is all coming from.
Right.
And then then he's like, okay, we're going to be doing this all. And he had all these bats. So at one time, I think he had 200 bats,
Right.
and he had them in like his basement,
So
the
he
basement of his
preferred
mother's house.
to like make his own bat. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, these
You
were
wanted-
custom ordered
instead
bats.
of like whatever they gave you. What
Yeah,
did
yeah.
they use back then? Was it similar to a wooden bat? You know.
Look the same, they're
right?
bad.
Some
They've been bats
heavy-
ever since
I mean,
the Civil War
Well,
era.
but I mean the baseball bat
yeah.
is always that they
Yeah,
started
it's
out that way.
been all pretty much about the same thing.
Yeah.
But now some of them are heavier than others back
Right.
then. I
Isn't
don't
this
think they were
cheating, making your own bat?
standardized.
This is a form of cheating. isn't it?
At this point, I don't think it was. Baseball's funny about like certain things don't have to be standardized. Like even
Well,
like
it's
the shape
long
of
ago.
ballparks and everything.
Yeah, they didn't have
they're all
helmets
kind
on these people.
different, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so then like
They had 40 strikes.
the next thing was for
Kickballs. They started out with kickballs, actually.
all sorts of things with baseball.
Okay.
But so the thing is, these bats kind of catch on, and then
Okay.
Bud's dad is like, baseball bats. We're never going to make any money off baseball bats. You need to be focused on butter churns.
Right.
And so then you've got that kind of classic generational thing about.
Dad, I'm making bats. I'm going to make some bats, Dad.
I'll show you, Dad. It's
Yeah.
going to be the most famous bat brand in the world.
Yeah, right. We'll put a signature on it and everything.
Yeah. But yeah, that is kind of like the big thing about him is the
But
Louisville Slugger
everybody
bat.
needs a butter churn, son.
Right. Yeah, you can't just
Everybody needs a bat.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's not
you
a
don't,
real
You don't need a
job.
baseball bat to
Yeah.
survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. And so I actually stumbled upon Pete Browning through this ad for his bar.
It's a little crazy. Yeah.
And I was like, this guy sounds interesting. So I just looked into him, and I saw his career stats. His career stats are amazing. they're kind of unbelievable for a guy you just stumbled across.
Right.
Because you don't talk about Pete Browning with the Babe Ruths, the Ty Cobbs, all those big names.
Right.
You just Honus Wagner.
I don't.
You just
When I'm talking about Honus,
nobody has ever
I don't
mentioned.
even give Pete a second thought.
Right. So you look at these stats, and if you see a stat that is in bold, that meant that he led the league.
Oh, okay.
In that number.
Yeah.
So he led the league in batting, 378 one year.
Yeah.
That's a good batting average. 362 led the league. 373 led the league. What I found really fascinating, he batted 402 one year and didn't lead the league. Mm-hmm. So that's really kind of a crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure who won that, but these are really good stats.
For if this guy's so great, why he wasn't famous?
Aha. That's
all the rest.
That's this off the field business.
Yeah.
So the first thing about him, and it's really it's kind of comical in a way, but it's also tragic in a way.
Sorry, I said he was crazy earlier.
Well, I mean, he did get committed to an insane asylum.
I was just trying to fit in.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of his life, that did happen.
He thought his bats were magic. I mean,
he did think his bats were magic.
Insane.
So he thought that they all had like these special powers.
Yeah.
And this is baseball superstition stuff too, but he thought that they could go cold. That they only had a certain number of hits in them.
Yeah.
And so once they run out of hits, you got to put them in mom's basement and just retire them. He's really quirky in a lot of these ways. Mm-hmm. He did not like to slide.
I saw that. I did catch that he refused to slide, which affected, his base stealing and everything else.
Sure, yeah. It's kind of part of the game, right? But he didn't like that.
He just wouldn't do it. No,
I'm not going to slide. Hey, we see this attitude all the time, right? I'm a hitter. Mm-hmm. They pay me to hit the ball. They don't pay me to slide.
Right. I'm not going to run back to that basketball goal on the other end.
I know, right? Yeah, defense. Who cares about defense? And actually, he was like that too.
Yeah.
Apparently, he could play defense, but if the ball was going to be too far away from him, he's like, the other outfielder can just handle that. No problem.
Okay.
So he had kind of a reputation there on defense as being a little bit lazy and all of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also another situation. He was playing in the infield, but then people slide into you, and so he didn't like that.
Right.
So that's when he got switched to the outfield. Mm-hmm. So he probably would have been a better infielder had he just done it.
I saw that he was kind of deaf too, wasn't he? Wasn't that affecting him?
So that's the really tragic part of Pete Browning. So when he was younger, he, I believe it's called mastoiditis.
Okay.
And the thing about that is it comes from something that would be very treatable today, which would be ear infections. Mm-hmm. Every kid gets some sort of an ear infection at some point.
Yeah.
But we run to the doctor, you get an antibiotic for it, it goes away in a week.
Right.
And you don't even give it a second thought.
Yeah,
But in his case, no antibiotics. Maybe you don't even realize, you don't even think about trying to go treat it or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just, kids complaining, whatever.
Right.
And then over time, if that's left untreated, it can lead to hearing loss.
Right.
So then that's kind of like the second part of his tragic story, which is if you are someone who has hearing loss.
How do you play baseball?
It might help. You don't hear the crowd. So? You don't. I mean, all you see is that ball, right? I mean, I think that.
You wouldn't hear any yelling, though. You wouldn't hear any. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now, if you're getting coaching or whatever,
you'd have to be looking around.
Yeah. But
your teammates will yell things.
But with batting, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe you could concentrate better.
Maybe.
Even.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's just you and the pitcher and the ball at that point.
Yeah.
And maybe that is one thing why he couldn't do the outfield as well, right? Because you don't hear that bat necessarily like everybody else does or something. I don't know.
You mean hit the ball?
Like once it's been hit, you're going to field it.
Keep your eyes up.
Yeah.
That's what they told me. Put that glove up, Jace. I'm going to hit you one. Okay.
So as a deaf guy, he wasn't deaf, but he was super hard of hearing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so then you go into school. Well, school's horrible if you can't hear.
Why is he going to school? What do you mean?
Well, when he was younger.
Oh, he was deaf at a young age.
Yeah, so this all happened from ear infections when he was a kid.
He started playing baseball. I thought he got sick later and he got older.
Well, so those are all
completely
complications of these earlier problems.
So he played with this hard of hearing from the beginning. So very hard of hearing.
Okay. Didn't like school, so school didn't work out. All he cared about was things like marbles and ice skating, and it was 1873. What are you going to do?
It's like an Xbox back then.
Yeah, I mean, marbles really was like an Xbox.
Rolling a stick in a hoop down there. I don't know when they did that. The stick in the hoop.
Right. Kick the can and all that kind of stuff.
Marbles.
But yeah, so he turns to athletics.
He might have really been into kites. That was a big deal back then.
He was good at baseball, and he was kind of good at baseball from the very beginning.
All right, his bat here looks like a normal bat. It's a little less narrow on the end, a little less big on the top, but it's a baseball bat.
Yeah. So the thing about that too is he gets into baseball, and he can't hear, but he does all these interviews and things. Well, the next thing is alcohol. Mm-hmm. So according to one story, he was playing really early in his career, and it was like an amateur ball thing. Mm-hmm. And this is when he's kind of like first becoming like a real player. And there's these amateur teams.
Yeah.
And apparently, it's so amateur, they had a keg at third base. And if you get to third base, you get to have a drink.
Then, right.
Yeah.
You ran all the way.
Yeah, I got all the way to third base. I need a drink.
Okay.
And so then he discovers that the booze numbs the pain of the mastoiditis.
Okay.
Then he becomes a super, super, super heavy drinker.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You see how these pathways unfold.
Yes.
And so now that's causing him trouble in his professional baseball career.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because he's an amazingly awesome player.
What about the opium? You said last episode they could just take opium. Who needs a barrel?
Yeah, Dr. Prescription. They also have opium treatments at that time.
I think he knew before this that alcohol would, help his pain. Don't you think? Besides, he got to that third base.
Well, right.
I mean, he's a grown man at this point. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
And so
different
then
times.
more and more drinking all the time.
Yeah.
And you asked earlier, kind of very prudently, like why, if he's such a good baseball player, what's the problem with him? Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, we're like that.
And this might break some hearts out there, but the Sports Hall of Fames are somewhat political.
Uh-huh.
It's not always
shocked. I am stunned beyond belief.
It's not always just about the sport.
But do you politicize the guy from 150 years ago? Maybe go back and re-examine.
Well, that's part of it. Another part of it, too, is that because he was so far back, a lot of the people, when the Hall of Fame first got started, had not seen him play.
Yeah. Okay.
And so if you put those two things together, the off the field stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He also got this reputation as being sort of like a clown.
Yeah.
One thing that he said. This is the kind of soundbite that would definitely
let's get it
go crazy today.
Yeah, let's get it.
Which is I can't hit the ball until I hit the bottle.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just like a quip.
Mm-hmm. But it's the kind of thing that might label you.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's just a drunkard,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And also, you can't forget that the temperance movement is kind of firing up through this period. So maybe the part of that's a little behind the scenes thing of like, alcohol is sort of disgusting to me morally and whatever as
we don't
as a Hall of Fame ballot person.
Right.
And also he had some really unfortunate quotes too, besides just that one. I think one of them was...
Maybe email me that.
Okay.
Is it really necessary? Go ahead.
They asked him, some reporter comes up to him and says, hey, did you hear that Garfield died?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And this is President Garfield. And he says,
he was shot but died later.
Yeah, he says, what position did he play?
Oh, we didn't even know who the president of the United States was, yeah. Or that just got shot and we're all waiting for him to recover.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I guess,
he's so out of it,
because look, you never liked learning in school and all that stuff, so I'm sure you don't like read the news every day.
Maybe he was joking. Maybe he's like, did he play baseball? No, I'm kidding. I'm serious. It's terrible.
I mean, that would be a really unfortunate joke, right? Like, but this is the kind of stuff that was adding up. That and also the defensive stuff too. Like,
I don't want to defend
the baseball writers and all that. If they hear that you don't care about defense, then that's going to take you down a peg in their book. And so a lot of these things, I guess, if you sort of add it up, maybe it's like death by a thousand paper cuts.
Right.
A lot of people argue that he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. All right.
They say that these numbers, these stats, and these accomplishments are worthy of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that he just doesn't, he's just not there.
Yeah. This is really important to you, Brent, that he gets his due.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
He's the Louisville Slugger. Yeah. He's the namesake of that. The company should get behind that. What's the company say about Pete?
That's it. I mean, I don't know that they've ever taken a stand on it. I didn't see it on their website.
Yeah.
But
maybe make some mention to the guy that came up with the phrase.
Well, yeah.
And to make his own bats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but these
I'm taking on Louisville Slugger now. Is that a company?
It is a brand. Wilson currently owns that brand.
But did that develop out of this little family that made his bats? I mean, that developed from there, right?
Yeah, they sold it to Wilson.
Right, okay.
So if you've ever seen Wilson tennis rackets
too,
and all that,
he didn't plan that, but anyway.
Yeah.
So what was his demise, I guess?
All right, so the demise is the alcohol stuff.
Yeah.
If you look at his stats, you can see that they kind of clearly decline.
Slump. Yeah. Well,
you get past those first few years of the career.
Yeah.
And already the leading the league stuff is over with and all of that. Also, he bounced around. This probably hurts him too when you're talking about Hall of Fame career. You get in that latter half of the career, and it's there's a lot of very few games played, switching teams, all these things. And so that's going to drag down your legacy if you are a professional athlete. No question about that. But
if he hit the ball, they're going to still hire him as long as they can,
Oh, right. And so you saw several teams gave him a chance.
Different teams would get him.
Like, hey, maybe this is the big comeback year. Right?
Bring that bat with you.
I mean, yeah. And you see that in sports. Like, with a really good player, sometimes they'll switch teams 2 or 3 times there at the very end of their career. Like, hey, maybe there's just a little something left that we can get out of this guy.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of them do that or end up
like that. Yeah. And you kind of clearly see that in his career trajectory. Yeah, it's definitely a thing there.
Okay.
I thought this might be kind of fun to look at.
Is this?
This is a baseball writer.
Oh, okay.
This is a Chicago baseball critic who is kind of looking back at his career 20 years after the fact.
Okay.
And that's another tell about him. People, if you put his name into these searches, it'll pop up.
Right.
Like,
they're talking about him then.
Yeah, they were like, man, remember how great this guy was?
Yeah.
The Gladiator. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's his other nickname. I don't think we mentioned that yet, but
yeah. And that was the name of his bar as well, the Gladiator's Place. So let's check out here what a real inside baseball guy says about him. Pete Browning was one of the veterans of the game. He must be 50 years of age at the present time. He was actually younger than that because he started so young and he washed out so early, which is another part of the tragic deal here. He began playing ball way back in 1873. Back in those cholera years, right, Jason? Louisville was his home city, and it was at Louisville that Pete carved out a reputation which shall never fade while fans have memories, and baseball has chroniclers to tell its glories. Browning was a natural batsman with vast ability and supreme self-confidence. He quaked before no pitcher. The smoothest curve or the fastest delivery were all the same to him. Carrying a huge bat far heavier than they would yield in these degenerate days, the good old days of baseball.
All right.
He would stride to the plate, pick out one that suited him, and wang that leather with a crash that could be heard 3 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
When Browning hit the ball, it was not a case of an infield hit. So
Right.
I mean,
If he's going to hit it, it's going to fly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that, I mean, that's
also had an
glowing stuff.
enormously heavy bat too, evidently.
Right. But yeah,
just make your
these
own
people
bat.
who remembered him, it was all just the most glowing terms.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll work out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
he'll
let's pay
get
a
his
few
due.
bills here.
Okay.
So here it is, the final solution of the vibrator problem. Absolutely astonishing, the newest and greatest invention. You know that vibration means new life, power, health, and beauty. You know that it's nature's way to banish pain and to give you new energy and vitality. You know all of this, but did you know that the big problem of science has been to devise a hand vibrator that would be absolutely satisfactory in every way? Everyone can afford this marvelous instrument. Vitapulsar requires no connection with electric wires, different from other instruments. So this thing is going to solve all of your pain problems.
Yeah. How did it work without electricity?
That's
You
a
wind it up.
darn good question, right? Like, I mean, that's this is turn of the 20th century, so a little tricky,
Little
right?
plutonium in there.
Yeah, like Back to the Future.
Yeah. I mean, how did it actually work? Maybe it.
I don't know, but it was
wasn't
going to
plugged in.
solve all your pains.
Okay. Right.
That's true.
Okay.
And we have now turned to the final page of this chapter. You can binge watch at WKMS.org if you like what you hear.
Or
leave
just
a review.
watch. How about binge like this? Watch one episode, wait a week, then watch another episode.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's how I binge.
Special thanks to WKMS, Dan, and the rest of the TV crew, West Kentucky Community and Technical College, and the rest is history.